Hey guys, welcome back to another chat on the porch, another live through this in I guess a series of vlogs that I've just kind of fell into thanks to the quarantine. Why do we keep calling it a quarantine? It's really not a quarantine, right? Isn't it only a quarantine if you're actually ill? I think it's originally it was called self-isolation. Anyway, I think we got the golden hour tonight. It's not that dark yet. I do have a candle burning in front of me, so that might help if it gets dark. And I repositioned myself to closer to the light, so I hope it doesn't black out on us. Let me know how the stream is going, guys. And I don't trust this camera too much out here. So I thought someone said that if you lower the quality of the stream, I saw this YouTuber on the other day that he probably had, oh my gosh, he couldn't even read his chat. Probably had 500 people watching him. And somebody advised him to do that. So I'm going to see if I can do that as soon as I put on my bracelet, because it is coming off. And then I'll say hi to a couple of people in the chat. I cannot do it yet. Okay. Hey Jude, how are you? We just spoke earlier, didn't we? In the jewelry live that still hasn't finished uploading. It's crazy. Okay, these bracelets are like impossible to put on. Look, the ones with these little hinges. I don't know why it's so hard for me to put that on. I never have so much trouble. I know, Vanessa, but it's funny if it wasn't so pathetic too, but it was the truth. You know how they have a little ramp at the Goodwill? I was telling my friend Vanessa last night, we were texting about different things, about me missing the Goodwill. And I mentioned it to you again this afternoon, that I felt like a jilted lover passes by his ex's, or her ex's house just to get a glimpse or something. I don't know what I was looking for, Vanessa. But I actually drove up to the ramp, because there's like a little ramp where you can park basically in front of the store to load up furniture. And though they don't sell, really huge furniture, but there's a little area where you can actually drive up to the ramp or back up your pickup or whatever. And that's what I did. I kind of just drove up a little bit so I could read the sign, take a little glimpse. I wanted to make sure they didn't actually move out, because they actually closed one of my other Goodwills that's down the road about 3 months ago, long before this had happened, maybe even more than that. I just noticed it about 3 months ago. And so that's what I was afraid that, some of them will start closing, and who knows. But they had a lot of information up there for people that wanted to donate or people that needed their services. So that's good. That's what I did read in the door, but nothing about, coming soon. Hang in there, Thelma. I'll break up with this quarantine soon. Nothing like that. It was horrible. Yeah, I did. It was the only other place I've gone. I have gone nowhere but to the post office. Hey, you, Nora, Jen, nice to have you guys here sitting on the porch with me. Did I mention I turned on a candle? I turned on a candle in case it does get really dark, because it's, 8 o'clock now over here? Or 7:30, 7:22. And so it should get dark in a little while. But is it dark over in your neck of the woods? You've been done? Oh my gosh, since March. Yeah, well, we didn't go back after the 16th. My spring break started on the 16th of March. So it's been over a month that I haven't gone anywhere for anything except Walgreens and the post office. And I've gone once to Walgreens. So anyway, I'm burning a wonderful Yankee candle, guys. Another Goodwill find. Does it have, it's got the price tag. Oh, I got all these memories. $4 for a Yankee candle. New. It's Christmas, but who cares? It's actually really pretty. It's called Balsam and Cedar Yankee Candle Collector's Edition. And it smells amazing. I burned it about 2 hours in my living room, and look, it hasn't even gone down at all. It was pretty much brand new when I got it. Yeah, it's the Goodwill, of course. Hi, Ari. Audi, how are you? Oh, I know. Me too. And I rarely burn them out here, but they really, well, I guess I do the citronella ones, right? Because we're going to have mosquitoes pretty soon, but we've had really weird weather. It's been cold. It's been hot, hot, hot. Today it was like 80. Actually, it might have been colder. What was the high today? I'm trying to ask Siri, but I think she's mad at me. What was the high today in Houston? 82. Yeah, it was 82. It was hot. So nice. Anyway, guys, I also cooked today. I didn't cook yesterday. And there's a story to tell about the, you guys have to tell me if I'm being oversensitive, but okay, I had my dinner pretty much earlier because I don't like to eat too late. And my husband didn't get home till about 30 minutes ago. And I ate before I went to the post office. I went to the post office about 4:30ish. Are you really? I love it. I don't think it smells that Christmassy, do you? It doesn't say, but it does have some stars and snowflakes here. I think it smells fantastic. So I cooked a wonderful chicken, and I thought it came out so good. I just roasted it with, I seared it a little bit first in a 350 oven. It was a little teeny one. And then I always put like a little draining thing on it so that it'll not be, wallowing in the fat there. Okay, then it got nice and brown, like perfectly brown. Then I covered it with foil and cooked it probably, I guess, about an hour and a half altogether, 2 hours. I pulled it out of the oven and I left it covered, and I didn't want to sear it. I knew it was done, so I didn't want to pierce it and let all those juices come out. Anyway, it was like so perfectly tender and good. Then I made homemade rice, kind of a Spanish rice variety, where I fry it up a little bit with garlic and onion. Threw in some spices like garlic, and I think I put some paprika, salt, and pepper. Anyway, it was delicious. Little tomato sauce as well to give it that nice color. And it was just really, really good. And then I doctored up some black beans, which I love black beans. And it was like a really, really good chicken. I hadn't had chicken like that in a long time. And I really wanted to make the chicken because I want to make chicken salad tomorrow. And I got a great recipe that I'm going to try that I've never tried. So people had given me some recipes, and then I just stumbled upon one last night. And I've never made chicken salad with boiled eggs. So I'm going to do that tomorrow with this chicken. Okay, so I text my husband because lately he'll bring something home from one of his favorite restaurants, and for all of us, or he'll call me, like yesterday he called me and asked me if I wanted something from there, and I said no, I had eaten some tuna. Tuna, it's the tuna all the time, but yeah, I had eaten a tuna sandwich, so I was full, I didn't want to eat. So I ate my food. It was so good. I mean, I am not exaggerating. It was really, really good. The chicken was so juicy and tender. I served him up a plate. Well, actually, he served it up and heated it up. And I go over to look, and because I was going to sit down and eat with him, even though I had already eaten, but he doesn't like to eat alone. So I was going to sit down and eat with him, and I noticed that there was a lot of like green cilantro or jalapenos or something on the plate. And I said, "What did you put on your chicken? Did you bring some hot sauce from the restaurant, or did you add some pico de gallo or something?" He's like, "No, I got some beans." I was like, "What?" He actually brought their beans and put them on my plate with my chicken and my rice. Am I wrong to be upset by that? I was a little upset. I mean, I love the restaurant. They make great food, but I had made a combination. I had a beautiful presentation of food. The flavors were made for each other. I mean, honestly, I put a lot of care in my cooking. I don't do it often. But when I do it right. And he put those, and they're different kinds of beans. They're charro beans or borracho beans. People call them different things. Basically, they're like a soup. They're very soupy, and they're delicious, and I love them. My mother makes the best ones I've ever tasted. But my mother and my brother-in-law make awesome, awesome charro beans or borracho beans, whatever you want to call them. But they did not go with my meal, and I was upset. I mean, and I didn't say anything because I don't like to fight, but he'll watch this video later, and he will know that I think that's rude. Don't you think that's rude? Yeah. He's reading. Let me see my chair. He's bringing my chair. He's trying.
You gotta make points.
It's so cute. Remember I told you guys I was gonna get a chair. And I'll turn it around. Hi, baby. So you can see it. I got my little squeaky chair replaced. Bye. Still upset with him. Can y'all see it right there? Maybe not. There it is. There it is. I got a cute little chair. It's armless. It wasn't very much. I hope it's comfortable. I hope it's comfortable. It's only for me to sit over in that thing. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Miss Jen. That's my point. I think that was wrong. I mean, I told him, I said, this is why they have a rule at McDonald's that you can't walk in with another restaurant's food. Right? Because it's just not right. People are going to be saying, well, where did you get that ice cream cone or something? Oh. How are you, Todd? I'm glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. So that's my story for today, guys. I was upset, and now he made my chair. It came in a box. What was it, 3 pieces?
I wish.
Oh, you worked so hard. It took you like 15 minutes to put it together. It would have taken me 15 minutes to get out of the box. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, I don't know whether this should be a rant video or just a chit-chat video, but I already ranted about you, Robert. Of course he did, but the thing is, I mean, if he didn't know, he should have seen, hey, what's on the stove? Chicken, a beautiful chicken, beans, rice, amazing Spanish style rice, even though it's Mexican or whatever you want to call it. It's, like a flavored rice. It's so good. The chicken couldn't have been more perfect. I haven't made a good chicken like that in a while. I think it's because I had it hooded for a while, and I kind of just let it, juice up with its own juices there, like you kind of do with the turkey. Maybe that's why, but I noticed that the chicken was so good. Beans were amazing. And the rice was incredible too. And I have a lot of trouble making Spanish rice. I don't have a lot of trouble, but I don't know. I just don't make it that often that sometimes parts of it are not completely. This time they were perfect. Yes, that's true. Cheddar beans do go with everything. That's true, but they weren't my cheddar beans. They were the restaurants. You're not sure, Vanessa? I don't know. My daughter she told him, Dad, what's going on? And she never sides with me, ever. Never. I am the lone bad cop in this house, believe me, always. Always have been since day one. I am the bad cop in this house. And they always side with him no matter what. Why do dads have that advantage? But this time she did say something like, what? I was like, yes. And then they were all over my beautiful plate. It's like they drowned my chicken because it's a soupy bean. And, cheddar beans, they do go with everything. They taste really good with everything. But if you go to a nice Mexican restaurant, and Todd is here in Texas, so he knows, there are certain dishes that go with cheddar beans, and there are certain dishes that go with refried beans. And these were kind of a whole, but they weren't a soupy bean. So anyway, that was that. You wouldn't get upset? I'm upset. I'm not real upset because we're still talking, but only because I didn't take it further. Honestly. And yeah, so that's it there. That was my rant for the day. I don't know. I just felt like, you cook things together. But anyway, did you guys tell me if you tried chicken salad with eggs in it? Because that's what I'm going to do. I got it on, I don't know, some lady that came out late at night. I don't know how they knew I was looking for a chicken salad recipe, but it came out on my feed. And she put celery and mayonnaise and lemon pepper. And then she said something called silly salt. Or she might have just said it with a southern accent. Have you guys heard of silly salt? Maybe she meant sea salt. No, but she said it at least 3 times. And she said silly salt. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. Oh, that sounds good, Tammy. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Oh, see, I need Tammy to be doing some cooking videos. She's got some great recipes, especially at Christmas time. That wonderful concoction. Sea salt. She called it silly salt, I swear. Okay, maybe she's got a really deep, where's she from? She might be from South Carolina or somewhere. Maybe Georgia. I'm not sure, but I mean, it's twangy. I could have swore she said silly salt, and I need to go look because she had the recipe posted where you could click and then you could actually go read it. But I don't know what's going on with my internet. It was so slow and it wouldn't take me there fast enough. I can't wait more than 5 seconds. Maybe Tammy, she called it silly salt, lemon pepper, salt and pepper, mayonnaise. I've just never done my chicken salad with boiled eggs. And I do my tuna that way, so it made perfect sense. So tomorrow I'm going to order a few more groceries. I'm going to order the celery because she did put celery in it. That's why I wanted to make this chicken, because she said it's really good when you do either fried chicken or, of course, you take off all the skin, fried chicken or a baked chicken to make your chicken salad. And normally I would boil my chicken salad, but lately that's what I've been trying to do, kind of spread out the leftovers, you know. Well, not on top, Jude. He didn't dump the beans right on top, but they're soupy beans. And my beautifully roasted chicken did not look beautiful in that. And I just thought, why would you do? I mean, I just thought it was rude. I don't know, maybe because he doesn't cook, and I mean, he could make a burger or something, but he just doesn't realize how you have to cook something at a certain time, and then you start the beans at a certain time. Then you make sure that the rice doesn't come, isn't waiting for the chicken. Everything has to come out at the right time. It's an orchestra, guys. It's an orchestra. There is? Okay, so then it's Paula Deen. It's Paula Deen's recipe. And she made it up, so she made up her own salt. A lot of people do that. Then Auntie Fee used to have her own seasoning as well. Then I watched this other lady named Soulful Tea. She's got her own seasonings packaged now as well, merch and all that. His plate, Jude, his plate. Then he asked for tortillas too, and he always does that. He'll say, "Where's the?" And it was kind of a Mexican thing, but not really. But I mean, I don't eat bread or tortillas with every meal like he does. He has to have white bread or a tortilla, or it's just not complete. I don't know why. Thank you, Brett. How are you? He knows I told y'all about it. I'm upset. I'm just freaking out because I really wanted him to taste the orchestrated meal, honestly. Yeah, exactly. He even said, "Should I shoot myself now or what?" It is a good restaurant, though. I mean, it's really, really good. And it's so funny because it's not open to the public, right? So we just pick it up. But they let him go in there and eat. And he's like the sole diner. Yeah, we won't even go there. But he's such a, I don't know, he's very friendly and gregarious. And he's very, I don't even know if there's such a word, maybe serviceable. But in Spanish, there's a word, it's amable. And it kind of, basically, it's from the word friendly, right? Amiable, amable. And that's his personality. So anytime he meets someone, it's like they just instantly want to do favors for him. They throw in an extra bean or something. I'm not kidding. So I guess he went by there for breakfast today or something, or he probably had already gotten something when I called him and said I had cooked. I don't know. Mm-hmm. If I didn't say hi, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read back. But I'm glad you're here. I really do appreciate you being here. We're just sitting out. killing time talking about how we're surviving. I am surviving well with the lockdown. And I mean, I talked about earlier how the job is so much more intense for school. It's just crazy with all the data they want from us. So I'm just trying to not stress about it. It's really not worth stressing about a job, is it? It really isn't. There's only so much I can do. But that's about it. And just now wondering what we're going to do with the back to, is there going to be a back to opening up the, the city or whatever? We're going to be wearing masks. I know that. I have some homemade masks too. I don't really have any place to go except the Goodwill if they open up. That's the only place I want to go when they open. I mean, honestly, I know we're not going to go back to school till next year, and hopefully we will go back in August. I hope that's what happens. And I'm totally staying away from the news. I know the numbers are growing, and I know they're big, and I've heard even, some of the chats that I'm on, I've heard real life stories of people succumbing to the virus fatally. So it's very sad, and I can't handle that stress right now. I mean, I don't really have to be reading about it every minute to know that it's real, right? I still got some battery. Is the stream okay? See, there is no place that I can fix the stream. Well, there is an expand menu, but let me know and maybe I'll be able to do it. You can hear the birds. I heard some birds this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, it sounded like it was in my room. But the trees are right by my window. Well, there's trees everywhere, as you can see. Tall pine trees, but I also have some oak, some pin oak around the side there. I did say hi, Liz. How are you? I said hi, Liz. You didn't hear me. You were probably yelling at Carlos. Just kidding. Spending too much time together, Carol? Possibly. But no, he was at work all day. He was at work all day. I think it's just, I don't know. Because I don't cook all the time. And I was just thinking, as I was cooking this meal and as I saw how pretty the chicken looked, and I was thinking, that's the one good thing about being here is that I have cooked. Because I normally don't. During the week, I don't cook at all. My mother makes fun of me and says, you're the opposite. You actually cook on weekends and don't cook in the week, and that's when we depend on that restaurant so much. And, just sandwiches, cold sandwiches, leftovers. We really just don't do it. So I was so proud of my little meal. That might have been it. And then, I don't know, I just feel like it wasn't given its proper, what do you call it? Acknowledgement. But it's okay. Chicken salad, we'll all eat in front of the TV tomorrow. Nobody will care. I'll throw some hot fries on it. He'll eat his with plain chips. And we'll be all right. Getting sick of home cooking? Really, Vanessa? Where did you see that? You've been watching a lot of news and stuff, huh? Oh my goodness, Linda. Well, we have an abundance of toilet paper because our neighbor gave us some. Every time he goes, he brings a roll over here in case we need it. And then I finally got my order from Amazon a month later. It's so funny. Other than that, I'm good. The weather was beautiful. Really, really warm. My daughter sent some video of my grandson playing with the sprinkler on top of a little fort like the one I had that you saw last time behind me. He has another one at his house, and they just put it up there. And He was having at it with this weather. That's about it. Tomorrow's Friday. It's so crazy. I remember we used to live for Friday to come. Now it doesn't even seem like, I mean, they're just all one day. One big ball of days rolled into one. I'm not crazy about how you have to wait for these videos to upload, though, because I can't even read the chat. It's 95 right now, Vanessa? Wow. Is Florida humid? I've been there once, but I don't even remember. I went to Disney World. It was hot. Hi, Junking Data Girl. How are you? Gabby B. You're in Canada and it's cold. Yeah. Is it cold there all the time? Is it ever warm? Does the snow ever melt there? I know summers are super short up in Chicago. What is it, 2 months, maybe? A month and a half? Really? Oh, well, that's the way it gets here too, but it's not there yet. It's not there yet. Not quite that humid yet. Humid. Oh, good, Linda. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. There's a lot of auctions too on YouTube to watch. Oh my gosh, I can't even keep up. I cannot even keep up, but I think that's a good thing because people are finding ways to source right here, especially the storage guys. They seem to be selling a lot for people who sell video games, toys, that kind of thing. I don't know, I guess people are finding a way. I'm wondering if the garage sales will be up and about. I mean, I guess people can wear their masks if they really want to go to, unless they prohibit them. Because I don't think it's just going to be all free for all. They're going to do it in stages, is what I've heard. And somebody said something about the garden and nurseries opening up pretty quickly. They're already open for, drive-by service or whatever, but that would be nice for sure. Not as humid as Houston. See? Oh, Houston's horrible, but it's not humid yet. And there's no mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are horrible. We get the mosquito truck go by on weekends or Sundays. I don't know. They haven't come by yet because they're not, we haven't gotten that really infestation yet. Yeah, a few of them have had jewelry, but the jewelry, you don't really see a lot of it. A lot of it is in like jars or bags. So it's kind of like a grab bag situation. And a few pieces, I have found some from Donatella, a few pieces that she's shown individually. So I've loved what she's had. But I'm not sure, they go pretty quickly too. So you got to be on it. And she doesn't have that much jewelry, but I do like what I've gotten from her. And then she has really nice, she brings a lot of that brand Levenger. I love that. I wish she would bring some furniture from them because I love their little end tables and they just sent me a catalog. They have a lot of at-home furniture where, if you don't have room for a big old desk table for the back of your desk or back of your chair or something, but they've got really nice portable things. I wish she would bring some of that. But she's had a lot of nice Levenger and handbags and leather bags and things too. So I like to catch her, but she's random too. I don't think she has like a real set schedule. It's like, I think she's on right now, but she's on another channel. So there's like 5 people on. And I think that channel is called Auctions for You, but I don't know if it's with the letter or the number 4. But that was on right now. And then I think Autumn's going to do one too in a little while. And she's got jewelry. And then some of the other jewelry channels are coming up in the daytime when I'm at work, more or less. I'm supposed to be at work and tending to my office hours and all of that, so I can't be Can't be watching everything at one time. I can only juggle so many balls up in the air, you know. Yeah. Oh, good, good. That's awesome, Jude. Don't forget to turn your camera though, so we can see everything. Be sure before you hit the go live or record, turn it this way, because once you start, you can't. I don't think it will let you. But yeah, be sure and do that because we love your haul videos and your collections. Oh my goodness gracious, that haul you had last time. Those were incredible pieces. I won't even ask you where you got them, but they were incredible. Beautiful pieces. I love the Tasco jewelry. I got some wonderful Tasco jewelry coming up as well. I have been scouring eBay. Love it. I love it, but you do have to look really hard on eBay because some of the best things are not pictured well, and I think I've told you guys before. They, I can't tell you how many times I've bought a ring or a bracelet, and I have to like blow it up and blow it up just to see the style. Because people are like, you know, they have their laundry here, and the dog is over there, and oh yeah, there's the ring. And those are sometimes the best buys. So don't scoff at those. Don't just go look at the really professional ones, you know. So I hunt for all of that when I can. And then, of course, the professionals are appreciated too. And yeah. And I've been selling on there too. I was going to do an A-lister show. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I'll probably do it this coming weekend about some of the interesting things that are selling now with this stay-at-home thing. So many different things. First of all, I cannot find ink. Oh my gosh, it took 2 weeks to get my ink. I finally got my printer going. And then, okay, remember I told you I was having trouble with PayPal letting me print because of some kind of glitch and then some kind of security measure. Finally, they let me print. And then I was so happy I got my ink yesterday and I was printing away. And then it said something about the yellow light on my printer came on and said, you're running out of ink and you can't print or something like that. And then I was like, oh, immediately wanting to return it, right? They don't return ink on Amazon, guys. I thought they did, but they don't. And Amazon does not answer the phone anymore. So we are up, where, with no, what. It was awful. But anyway, I figured it out. I used my brain and I figured it out. And I read the little prompt, and the prompt said that they detected like an unknown, product, right? So just like Apple cries when you put in a cheap little charger and it'll say not compatible or whatever, and it'll beep on you and beep on you. That's what this one was doing. So I went and they said, but if you click OK, just know that we can't warranty any other brand of ink. So I did. I clicked OK and it started printing again. Hallelujah. It was awful. But I had no idea it would do that. No, boy, you were all over those places then, Miss Jude. And they have so many in the daytime, and I don't know, because you have to be live. You got to be quick. The device is sometimes faster than the computer. I got to have like 4 devices on me to get into those auctions. Oh, good. It's so quiet that you can hear the birds. I love when I go to the lower valleys of Texas where my cousins live. Most of them have ranches, or at least 3 acres of a spread where it's so quiet and wonderful. And I'll sit out there just to see the stars. They are so beautiful when you're out there with nothing around, and you can hear all the crickets and everything. It's so pretty. But you can hear them now. I can hear so many I think I hear an owl. It's got to be some owls in these big trees. Now that there's no traffic, nobody's coming home from work or going somewhere else. Yes, yes. Oh, well, they're gorgeous. They are beautiful. I love the mermaid, Jude. The mermaid was gorgeous. My daughter loves mermaids. I always try to find her mermaids for her. Like home decor, she loves that. And probably more than she would love jewelry, actually. She's my eldest daughter, and she's not into jewelry like I am. How do you like the turquoise I got? Isn't this one awesome? This is coral. Oh, I love this one. And then I just got this big hunk of amber. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. I think it's bigger than one that I had. I used to have a big hunk that I found in a jar from Chicago, and I sold it. I think this is even bigger than that one. And then these are those pearls with turquoise beads that I also pulled out of a jar last week or a couple of weeks ago. Hi from Columbus. How are you, Melissa? And Teresa, how are you? So yeah, I've been scouring eBay and other places. Posh. I bought Fiesta on Posh, guys. I tell you, everybody is just stress buying. I think stress buying, and definitely take advantage of listing. I even sold a Katy Perry shirt. I thought that thing would be up there another year. It's been up there at least a year and a half from one of her tours in 2011, I think. Has she been around that long? My goodness. It's 18 people with the thumbs up. 36 people are here. The rest of y'all can just go down by the screen, and there's some thumbs there. Hit the thumbs up for me, guys, if you're new to the channel. This is a vlog style that we just kind of picked up now that we're in this isolation mode. But I normally bring you jewelry, and I bring you hauls. If we ever get back to the Goodwill, I'll bring you with me on our rendezvous again. We will do that again soon. I love doing that. I was thinking of getting a GoPro as well, but I'm not sure about that yet. I don't really enjoy GoPro videos that much. Maybe it's because I'm not watching the right ones, because they tend to make me dizzy when they use the fish lens. I don't like that. Or they move it so much, or they turn so much. I don't know what it is, but or maybe it's just that I don't have the patience to be watching something that's making me dizzy. I don't know. But I'm going to try to investigate, see if I can get a little GoPro going. Even though, I mean, I don't really mind using my camera. Nobody really has ever called me out. One person called me out, and I have that recorded on video where she's like, are you recording me? And she wasn't even the part of the garage sale. She was just a shopper. It's like, no, maybe your hands. But anyway, but I do like to do those kinds of at-large videos. I just don't like the fish lens for some reason. It's always made me dizzy. I don't like the way it looks. I don't know. The cartridge for the ink, I don't know, maybe. But I mean, you know what's awful is that the ink was the same price or more than the Canon because of this, you know, what do you call it? Cost of good? No, what is it called? I can't think of it. Shortage, I guess. Demand. At home, people are working from home. Teachers are at home. Many, I'm sure, have to actually submit reports and maybe even keep it for their records. So there's like a run on these ink things right now. And I used to sell a lot of it on Amazon too. I just don't have the right one, you know, because I bought some crazy off-brand, but it was the same price or maybe $1 or $2 more than the Canon. And there is no Canon. There is no Canon ink. I don't know where it is. 2 months. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Golden Finger Picker is here. Have we missed him or not? Oh my goodness. I hope you're doing well. Hope the family's well, the grandson and everyone is well. Be sure and say hello to Miss Kim as well. I mean, to your wife. You miss the thrift stores. Oh my gosh, so do I. So do I. But definitely there's a run on that ink, guys. If you've been storing it for a rainy day, now's the rainy day. Maybe my VHS tapes will sell too, not the ones that have movies. Those have been selling. But the other ones, the blank ones, I could never move those. I could never move them. I had blank ones, and a lot of people were selling them for, you know, $30 for 4 of them or something. I could never get those to sell. Maybe now. Yes, we've missed him so much. He was usually on Friday nights, I believe, him and Heart Pickers. Wasn't it Friday nights? So a lot of things have changed, and not always for the better. So I hope you come back and at least say hey to us once in a while. See, my light's kicking in now. I hope it's more flattering than this candle light right in my shadows. Oh, good, you're back. Are you making videos now? I know you were doing the detective, the metal detective thing too. I was watching that. You know, the ones I absolutely miss very, very much, and I could sit there and watch that for hours because I think he would do like an hour and a half sometimes, are the what I sold on eBay. It was just no nonsense. Here it is. This is what I do. This is how I fixed it. If you don't know how to do this kind of stuff, don't even go there. You know, because we can't all sell the same thing, guys, really. I tried with electronics and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to plug it in to even check it. So I was finding all these great things. I wound up selling them at my garage sale, even though they were giving them away. But what good are they doing you stored in your garage if you don't know how to test it to sell it? So, but I will tell you what, the videos that you did about electronics and all the stuff you did with that helped me with other things. For example, I once stumbled upon some old magazines about the hi-fis of the 70s and the 80s, and they got picked up on Amazon quick, real quick, for like $20 a piece. So, you know, you always can pivot, learn from other things. That's always a good thing. Yes. I know, Sherry, that's right. And believe me, I'm thinking of buying a new one. I'm thinking of buying a new one because, I mean, it's kind of like sometimes the ink is more than the thing itself, right? And they have so many nice ones. They have the portable ones now that are just, I mean, like the size of a tiny little box of Kleenex. They're amazing. Yeah. Good, good, good. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm staying a little busy. Of course, I don't have to stay busy. I actually like have to find the time to do what I need to do for my eBay business and my resale business because of the influx of even more work. They're actually having us report whether we have contacted. Some of these students have fallen off the face of the earth. They have literally fallen off the face of the earth because they have no internet. Yeah. Oh, lots of things have changed for sure. Chad and Kim. See, I had the name right. I couldn't remember her name. I didn't want to say it wrong, but it's Miss Kim, beautiful Miss Kim. Yeah, we miss her too. All of y'all. Y'all need to come back. Come back for some chats. We need the chats, and we need, you know, just the laughs. They're always fun. They're always fun, and we always want to hear perspectives from everyone. But that was one of my favorites of yours, Chad, was what sold on eBay. I could watch that thing, and I'd watch it over and over. You know, I really would. Good, 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 good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it, and I'm hoping that you're on the mend and stay healthy. Stay healthy. Yeah. And Carol put up some videos today too. Love those jewelry videos always. But yeah, there's not too many jewelry auctions except for the Friday that I do watch Sandy's, and I catch Autumn too. I like her jewelry. She's got a huge collection of jewelry, and you know, I know she's got a little trouble with the lighting and everything sometimes, but I kind of trust her taste honestly because I've seen where she's been and where she buys, and I know her taste, and I've known her for 3 years. So I like to look and see what she's got. I've gotten some amazing Tasco pieces from her. Amazing. Yeah. What are you smelling over there? The beans? It's beans. I'm so upset. Yes, yes. Oh, Makeup Zombie Liz put up a video today too. Where did you get that box of jewelry? I haven't sat down to watch it because I was in and out from the post office. But I know you unboxed a huge box. Did you get it on Goodwill? I still have not bought on Goodwill. And Carol, are you buying on GoodwillShop.com or whatever it's called as well? I need to take the plunge. I know Vanessa loves to do that too. That's where she does a lot of buying. Or she did. Or maybe she just watches the bids and tells me about them, tells me about all the things I'm missing. It's Knives. Can you see him back there? Remember, I had a trivia game with his name. Her name. It's a girl. Her name is Knives Chow, named after a movie character, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That's a really good movie, guys. If you want to laugh and feel good and hear some good music, watch that movie. It's really good. And the girlfriend and the main character's girlfriend, her name is Knives Chow. She's Asian and beautiful. And my daughter fell in love with that movie when she was in middle school. And we've had this dog, our sweet little Knives, for about 10 years already. Yeah. Well, actually, Miss Carol, they don't have them all over Texas. They don't have them in San Antonio. They don't have them in Austin. They don't have them in Corpus Christi, which is where I was born and where I go often. And that was one of the first things I went to look for. But they do have Salvation Army in Corpus, and they do have really good things at the Salvation Army. So, but I think I just found jewelry in the counter. I didn't find any in bags. But I don't know where else. Who else is from Texas, and do you get bags? Do you get jewelry bags out there? And I sure hope we get more. They're going to be inundated with donations, I'll bet. My closet, guys, I have a designated corner in my closet because I normally have a bag in there, and I'll put it in my trunk, and I will go make a little run to the Goodwill, at least weekly, with clothing that, you know, for some reason didn't fit or doesn't fit or whatever. Or my daughter brings down a bag of stuff she doesn't like anymore. So we haven't even been able to make donations. They actually had to put a sign because they were getting mountains of donations that were not being processed. So if I'm that way with clothing, I guarantee you there's going to be tons of people who are done cleaning their closets and do it probably religiously and just dying for them to open the door. Yes, yes. I love Miss Autumn. She's awesome. She's awesome. And she, like I said, and oh, not only that, I've gotten some amazing, when she was on Dwayne's auction, and she's been on others recently. But when she went on Dwayne's, I bought the most amazing bolo ties with seed bead, Native American, authentic Native American with a leather backing, and just beautiful, beautiful pieces. And another one had like, I think a jasper or some kind of geode. Then it had like a little sterling buffalo on it. Oh my gosh. Beautiful thing. She loves the bolo ties. And she gets jars too. Oh, and I found a jar from her. I bought a jar from her. I think she had it on her channel when she first started auctioning. And guess what I found, Miss Carol? You probably saw me, but I found a James Avery Longhorn tie. A tie bar or a little tie pin, whatever. Sterling silver, James Avery. It was just incredible. It was just crazy. And it was a virgin jar that she found, and she had been auctioning off virgin jars, you know, the uncurated, just straight from the Goodwill type. So I was like, oh my gosh, I do have a James Avery magnet somewhere in there, maybe up there. I don't know. Yes, a James Avery and a Longhorn at that. And that, of course, that is the University of Texas mascot. So it came back. It just came back. It was crazy. All right, guys, I think we have chit-chatted enough. I hope that everyone's doing well. Continue to do so. Chad and Kim are coming back with videos. I'm excited about that. Spread the word. Be there for his videos. Anybody else that you recognize here, be sure and subscribe and check out their videos. We always want to revisit the ones we love and discover new ones. I'll let you know how my chicken salad turns out. I hope he doesn't bring any beans to pour on them, but we shall see. I'll get over it. I know. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just overly sensitive, I guess. I don't think so. But it wasn't a fight, and that's good, because normally these things may turn into fights, but they won't. I promise they won't. I love y'all so much for hanging out with me for a while. It's dark. My lighting's pretty good now, right? I did aim those two, and then we got the porch light fixed. Then we still got that one fixed, and I got this fabulous cedar burning still here. Have a wonderful night. I will see you guys probably at my auction on Facebook if you're a part of it. If you want to be, it's all in the description box, but I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you guys again.